Rob, you know who? Karen Shepherdson, president of the Oshawa Generals Booster Club.
Of course.
She posted a video. It's one of those old videos. It was a big bench-clearing brawl at Civic Auditorium between the Oshawa Generals and Peterborough Petes. About maybe 80, 81. You know who played for the Petes in 1980, 81?
I'm going to guess Mike Posavad?
Mike Posavad, who's now the general manager with the Whitby Dunlops. Post, were you on the ice that day?
Well, I have to admit, yes, I was for many of them. You say one, I can remember more than one, quite a few actually. So yeah, I was there for a few of those.
81, 82, you had 110 penalty minutes that year.
Yeah, and I'm going to guess probably about a third of those were against Oshawa. So that's the kind of games we used to have.
Hey, the Generals are duking it out with the Petes at the General Motors Center now this Friday.
Yeah, you know what? Jenny's look great too. Jeff Toohey, their general manager, is a good friend of mine. Jeff actually was our trainer. He was his first year's trainer with the Petes. Was my last year with Peterborough. So, and he's just stepped up, and I know he's doing a great job there for you guys.
So now you're with the Dunlops again. You were head coach a couple of years ago, and you're back. And tomorrow night you got a rare game against sort of an Allen Cup matchup with the Dundas Real McCoys.
Yeah, it's that's a big rivalry for us. Dundas has always been such a strong team. They've won the league now a few years in a row, and every time they play against Whitby, it's always a great game.
Mike, what are you liking with what you see on the team right now, and what needs work?
I guess just overall, we just have to be maybe a little more diligent in our own end. We have a lot of firepower, and that certainly shone through Saturday when we were up in Welland and scored 14 goals. So we haven't seen those kind of scores in about 6 or 7 years. But that's so we have the firepower. We just have to make sure that we take care of our end. And as you know, the closer you get to playoffs than the playoffs, he who takes care of his end tends to be the most successful.
And Mike, you're in charge of sort of getting players and like what are the deadlines that are approaching, and when is there a chance that you'll even add more players to the depth chart?
Yeah, what happens is it's pretty much like most of the leagues. January 10th is our cut down, and that means we have 35 cards to start the year that we can use, and on January 10th we have to be down to 25 players and or cards. So most likely we'll hold 2 or 3 cards back just in case someone falls out of the woodwork, whether someone comes back from pro or whatever. And if not, we do have to end up releasing a couple guys off the team, and most of the times we end up signing those guys back. But just to do our own due diligence, we have to make sure that we keep a few cards open just in case someone turns up. And then when we have till February 10th to sign those players and use up all those cards.
So the next couple days will be super busy, and then the next month will be busy for you.
Sure, absolutely. There are a lot of discussions right now. We have, the coaching staff and myself, and so we're just trying to figure out where we want to be, what we want to do as far as players and what we need. And so it's a busy month. You're always looking for something, any way to improve your team. Everyone does that because it's all about winning championships, and that's what we're trying to do here.
Hey, really quickly, Posted, we had a sad day when we talked about it last week that we lost Ren Blair, architect for the Whitby Dunlops when they won the World Championship in '58.
Yeah, I just heard that on Saturday. That's a tremendous loss, for the Dunlops organization, and he was such a big factor in what they did, quite a few years ago, and to establish the legacy of the Whitby Dunlops. He was obviously the main architect behind that.
Go get him tomorrow night against the Dundas Real McCoys and at Iroquois. It's an 8:00 start, and it's a fundraiser for Epilepsy Durham, which is a good thing you guys are doing to help out that charity as well.
We like getting involved in the community. Whatever we can do to help in the area, we're certainly look forward to doing.
Perfect. Thanks, Post. Talk to you again, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Mike Posavad with the Whitby Dunlops. And by the way, Saturday, January 26th, it's the Toronto Maple Leaf alumni are duking it out with the Whitby Dunlops alumni. WhitbyDunlops.com. WhitbyDunlops.com.